ago, we decided to dig up our front yard at the Kent house and reseed it. There were all kinds of roots, large and small, that we had to just pull out of the ground. We worked on it for days, doing the labor by hand. It was hot, it was sweaty, and it was dirty work. One day, Beth, Tom, and I were out pulling up roots when it began to rain, and we just decided to keep working. Well, the ground became a mud pit, and I was grabbing hold of this humongous root and pulling with all my might. I gave out one last big heave-ho and found myself laying on my backside in a pool of mud. And even though I was in a little bit of pain, the absurdity of the situation was obvious, and I began laughing hysterically and was soon joined by my family, who laughed so hard that they fell into the mud. Maya Angelou wrote, "Laugh as much as possible, always laugh. It's the sweetest thing we can do for oneself and one's fellow human beings." Whoever doesn't think our God has a sense of humor hasn't met our God. I can only imagine the peals of laughter coming from the Creator as the Spirit began forming all the things of the earth and bringing life out of nothing. When God got to the creatures, I can imagine the fun. But God didn't stop there. The imagination of our Creator has no bounds. Just think of it. Birds that fly and birds that don't fly. Animals of the desert and animals of the Amazon. All kinds of stuff that live in the oceans. And I think of the multitude of voices that call out on the African plains, the jungles, the forests, and the sea. Feathers and scales and skins, mouths and beaks and trunks. It boggles the mind, and it must have been such fun. And then the last ones he created were the funniest of all. God created human beings. And sometimes I wonder, what was God thinking? Humanity is endowed with multiple emotions and behaviors and thoughts and feelings. We're all over the place. We're the most complex creatures on earth. We are delightful to God, confounding to God, inspiring to God, and concerning to God. And with all of that, God also gave us immense power to do good or evil. Some people think that the divine would have been better off stopping at the fifth day of creation, but I disagree. While other creatures fulfill their place in the world, it is people who come to know God in a holy way. Psalm 37 sings, "Our steps are made firm by the Lord when He delights in our way." And later, Psalm 149, "Praise the Lord. Sing to the Lord a new song, His praise in the assembly of the faithful. Let Israel be glad in its Maker. Let the children of Zion rejoice in their King. Let them praise His name with dancing and making melody to God with tambourine and lyre. For the Lord delights in his people. God delights in us. God delights in you. Do you realize that? You're not a mistake. You are intentional. And while God laughed with delight the day you were born, you are no joke. The delight of God is an idea that has certainly been renewed in our lives with baby Kenny. There are times now when we just sit around watching him as he jumps in the door jumper and laughs, as he turns over and has that look on his face that says, "What just happened?" As he hears our individual voices when we enter a room and he lights up with a smile, we are delighted. And if human parents and grandparents find such delight, how much more does God delight in us? Our ultimate parent delights in us as we lead to an opportunity to do good. As we attempt to do something new and are overwhelmed with joy. As we search out God because we have recognized the divine voice speaking to us. Because we are created in the very image of God, we have a great capacity for humor. And I can't imagine life without that capacity. A humorless person is the saddest thing I can think of, because humor keeps us going. Laura Ingalls Wilder wrote, "A good laugh overcomes more difficulties and dissipates more dark clouds than any other one thing." So often when things go wrong, one after another, the best response is laughter. It helps us see the ridiculousness of the situation and reminds us that sooner or later, things are going to be okay. Sometimes when I catch myself doing something that's stupid, or thinking about something about myself that isn't true, I can actually sometimes hear God laughing. And I can imagine the face of God smiling with an all-knowing look that straightens me out right quick. To be able to find the comedy amid tragedy has frequently been a gift from God that has saved me from despair. God smiles on us today and every day. God smiles when we wake up knowing that we can really make something of the day. God smiles with grace when we need forgiven. God smiles with excitement when we walk the way of Jesus Christ. And God smiles with peace when we lay down at night, having made the world a little bit better for being in it. So, share your joy with the Creator. And share your joy with others. It won't hurt a bit. And it might just